All right, I'm here. What's up, people? How's everybody doing? I'm gonna have to check and make sure that I'm not um, skipping around. Make sure everything's good, and if it is, looks like it is skipping. So give me a second, guys. Let's get this straightened out now. Hopefully that's better. Let's see. Or is it still sticking? No, we're pretty good right now. Okay, so what's happening, people? Camera keeps doing this weird thing, so I have to reset it every time, which is all good. But how? How do you do? Um, Happy Monday to everybody. Hope everybody enjoyed that premiere. I see there were quite a few people in there, so I appreciate all that. Hope everybody hit likes there. And please, all the people that are here, please hit likes here. Very much appreciated if you do. We already got the freaking porno things in here. Lang Pollard. Hi, Lang Pollard. Whatever. So let me go give him a shout out. So I see there's quite a few people here already. Pete Land was first. I hope you're still here, Pete. What's up, Pete? Big Chris was here. Victor RC Jetsu is a member. Thank you for being a member. The very well-known Slap Nuts. Something you don't want to do is slap your nuts, but hey, whatever. Mr. Slap Nuts is here. What's up, Spencer? Jeff NC, what's happening? Mr. Nate Calgal, who we will have here on the show here very shortly. Mike Bird from across the pond. Ron from the Hills for the Hills Mining. The Fred Barron, my oldest subscriber. Thank you very much for being here. Mr. Paul Ballard, another member. Victor's a member too. Thank you guys. If you want to become a member, please do that. You can click the join button. It's there in the on the screen, or there's an actual link there too. You can click that link, or you can do like Fred Barron always does and just shoot me a PayPal. Either one. But I'm actually going to make this channel a lot more interactive. I know we've got the whole interaction with the chats and all that, but I'm going to make it so that people that are members can be way more interactive and actually get on air with me. So we'll set up different times to do that so we can talk to different people and answer questions that way, talk to them, figure out what they like about the hobby and all that sort of stuff. Let's get back to saying howdy to people. I said Paul Ballard, who is a member. Thank you, sir. Tim Justins, what's up? Mr. Kenny, Hanger 51, what's happening? I think we've talked to just about everybody. George Watts, what's up? I see you there. Lionel Randall, who is a member also. Thank you. Mike Bird's a member still, too. Thank you, sir. Snow Valley is a member. Thank you. Lang Pollard, I ain't shouting you out. I'm blocking your ass. User in timeout. And I'm going to get blocked. Lang Pollard. What the hell? What the hell? So anyway. So what's up? So you guys like the video, eh? Brian Chambers, I see you. What's up? Wild Bill. Howdy, howdy. TCAT Creations, what's up? Tim Justins, Airvex. Oh, all you guys piling in here. Oh, hey, Nate Calgal is a member. Thank you, Nate Calgal, as my computer says. Calgal. My Siri calls him Calgal when I start talking through there. Paul Ballard, you got the best greeting ever because you happen to be one of my members. So I very much appreciate you being a member, Mr. Paul Ballard. You're not going to get the slap nuts type thing, though. But you're a member, so don't worry. You're going to be able to be on the show here pretty soon. But not like Kenny. Kenny's not even a member, so Kenny ain't got... I'm sorry. I should have given you more of one than Kenny. Litz RC, what's up? Ron, I just see Ron. What's happening? JCB67. So let's get into the. So guys, check that out real quick. That's my website. I see you, Nate. That's my website there. I've been talking to people. I've been having some issues with the website. With Yahoo and Hotmail, it gets kind of weird because it thinks that it's junk because so many people use junk mail. So if you don't get through, Paul, I know you're kidding. I like doing that to make people feel weird when they start kidding with me. I got to give it back to them. Anyway, if you have questions about burners and that sort of thing, if you don't get an answer right away, because I usually answer right away, there's an actual link to my email on that page. So just send me an actual email. Because sometimes if you have a Yahoo or a Hotmail address, it will do weird stuff. It may not come back. So anyway, so that's my website. I'm going to talk a little bit about burners a little later, but just because there's been some stuff that I wanted to talk about. But let us get to the usual at this time, which is question and answer. So if you guys got questions, now's the time to ask. Then I'll get in. We'll start talking about the other stuff. So go ahead, ask questions if y'all got questions. Once we get the Q&A going, then I'll bring Nate into the show. Oh, still going. Why did it say I had one person in here? That's weird. It still says 25, but it said one. That was strange. Anyway, so y'all got questions? PJ69. I flew the PJ50. So there will be a couple more videos coming up. I flew the plane myself, and then I also flew my F-35 with it in formation. I think we might have done that a couple times, but yeah, I did fly it, and it was fun. It flew good. A lot better than I expected. It's Nate's plane, so I didn't get to do my own touches on it, but it flew really good. Really fast and efficient. I was surprised at how efficient it is. Basically, the whole flight, I was at below half throttle, and it was picking up speed, so it's a pretty cool plane. What's up, Jono? So again, guys, if you haven't become a member yet, click that little join thing. You can click for as little as like 99 cents. But if you go for a little higher, then you'll get to be on the show. So I want to make it a little bit more interactive with my people that are on here. So what's up, Nerd Steve? Snow Valley, what's happening? Yeah, I guess we could do that one day if somebody with the AO37 and then the PJ. Although I might get that other one. We'll see. I wish I would have seen Rafael on sale because that was $100 off. That was a good deal, but I guess it's already done and gone. But anyway, so if y'all got questions, get to asking them. So let's RC. I don't know if I've seen you in here before, but you've been chatting with us. So you, my friend, have a wrench. All it takes is some interaction, and then you too can have a wrench. So cool. Anyway, ask away, guys. Who is the cheeky fellow? Who is this cheeky? Mickey B. I have no idea who the cheeky person is. The guy who needs to shave, cut his hair, looking like a woolly bushman. I got to give Nate the credit for those for the video for the little clips at the end. That's why I put his name in there. He did the pictures. He did the video himself of the plane, where he was talking about it, and then he also took the shots after for during sunset and such. So he did a good job on all that. I'll give him some shouts out for that. I just did the editing. I threw all the clips together. I did the clips with his phone because he's got a newer phone than I do, and then I put them all together, put them to music. Strangely enough, that music I actually put together myself on a music program a little while ago. But I got to find something different. My son helped me find some free music, so if I can't make any myself, then I'll get some for free. And thank you, Tim Jusins. And if you guys haven't seen it, I did link it in this description. So go down and look if you haven't seen it, or if you want to see it later, you can. There's a demo flight and the premieres right there. Just click it. But yeah, Mickey B, I remember that. That was really stupid. There was one that they made for Super Nintendo that was really funny too. That used like all the characters from all the. Was it Super Mario? I don't remember what it was. It was pretty funny. It was Mario Paint, but you could actually make music. They'd record it and all that other stuff and save it. But anybody got RC questions? Any RC questions before we? I guess Nate might be chowing down. And thank you, Mike Bird. It was didn't take me too long to make, but I kept getting copyright strikes, even though it was music I'd made myself. Let's go back. I see some questions now. Cool. Yeah, PS1. Actually, PS1 was where I first started playing the Gran Turismo. That was fun. Garfield, Houston, hell yes. Which plane is it? The certain planes actually work better. Let me put that up there. That's a good question. Where'd it go? There it is. So here's a question Garfield's got. That's actually a really good one. So I can just explain my experience with the fans. The 9-blade Outrunner is actually a pretty good fan for what it is. The only downside is that it's pretty high amp draw. If you have it in the A10, yeah, it's for sure going to be an upgrade. Even if you go to just the 9-blade Inrunner, it'll be an upgrade, but that's actually going to cost more than the Xfly. If you're good on throttle, which Garfield, I know that you are, the Xfly is really good. If you're a mixed throttle type person, if you fly full throttle all the time, you want a 9-blade because that's what they're most efficient with. So set your timing to low. Even with the Outrunner, set your timing to low, and then you'll get better stuff. But the 9-blade Inrunner, if you're a full throttle type person, but if you're a mixed person, the Xfly would be excellent in that plane. My buddy Ricky, he has the FMS 2100 kV in his, and he was flying it this weekend, and that thing rips. So the Xfly is even better than the 2100. So yeah, it's definitely worth the upgrade, and they don't cost that much either. They're pretty cheap, pretty inexpensive. Another big benefit to the Xfly is that they're lighter than the Outrunner by quite a bit. So good question. Thank you, Big Chris. Jeff Benton, thank you for becoming a member. Very cool. I actually liked watching Colin McRae race back in the days. It sucked when he got killed. All right, so we can keep asking questions, but then we can also bring in El Super Dingus. So let's do that. Everybody say howdy to Mr. Nate with his Bugs Apple pineapple next to his head.
Tooey's favorite thing to lick.
Ow.
What's up, guys?
So what's happening? You didn't. Oh, Jonah. Thank you, Jonah. Hey, check you guys out. Hey, Jeff, you could join with both channels. I don't care. You can join with Jeff NC too. Join with both. Hook a brother up.
Oh man.
But
What's up, Mickey? What's up, everybody?
So yeah, we Mickey BRC. I thought about you this weekend because somebody that came to the field and was watching me fly is actually a helicopter pilot, and he was talking about how much fun the Jet Ranger is to fly. And I told him I just finished watching your video, where you were flying, you butt him. And as usual on cue, there's Mr. Fred Barron dropping his super chat via PayPal. Thank you, my friend. Very much appreciated.
You have to work tomorrow?
Notification. Who, me?
Yeah.
I work every day, dude. I didn't work last week, so I got to make up for it.
I'm gonna go out to the field for a little bit tomorrow. Just not all day. Just mainly to fly the F4.
Oh, okay. No,
but yeah, and then.
Oh, wait a minute. Where the hell is my damn tire? I don't think they show up with that stuff yet. Good old. It's not quite too late to worry about.
I got charging batteries. So.
Okay. So guys, keep asking questions. Do a dance every time somebody. No, I ain't dancing. Nope. I'll do that. How's that? But no, nothing more than that. No scheduled delivery date. What? So wait a minute. It said it was out for delivery. On FedEx vehicle for delivery.
That probably means if it's not here, it probably just means it got loaded onto a truck.
Yeah. It says it was out for delivery. So anyway, whatever.
Well, it'll say that even if they put it on the truck and it just sits there.
And that's what it's doing. It's just sitting there on the truck.
Sounds like Foot X.
Foot X. It's a tire, so they better not be able to damage that.
Yeah. If they damage a tire, that'd be impressive. Jam a knife to it.
No, they better not.
Yeah, Mickey, how's that PJ coming along? I saw you.
PJ.
BJ. Mickey's gonna look cool, dude.
I didn't see the color. I saw you were painting it, but I didn't pay attention to the scheme.
It's gonna be like silver, orange with like black accents or whatever.
Oh, nice. There's this one that flies over here all the time from Nike that looks really cool. I'll have to post pictures.
Yeah, dude, the Nike one does look really cool.
Yeah, it flies over all the time. I got some videos and pictures of it once. But
there's one that I don't know if it's a Gulfstream, but there's one that goes into Watsonville. They call it the Sexy Jet. It's like it's got this like wrap on it where depending on how the sun's hitting it, it shows us a different color.
Oh,
so like
nice.
at one angle it'll be orange, and then another angle it'll be like purple or something.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about Moffett, but it's become like the corporate jet headquarters now. There's a whole bunch of jets.
Well, because they don't have to deal with other international traffic.
Right.
Or just commercial traffic.
Nike comes in, Microsoft, what's his name? Actual Bill Gates comes in. All the guys from Google.
We had somebody up that was like higher up at Amazon that flew into Hollister.
Yeah, the Oakley jet comes too.
Yeah. We had like some higher up guys at Amazon come in because we have the Amazon building right next to Hollister now. So like two helicopters flew in and they like, two SUVs. Nice. So dude, they're actually they've got an Amazon building there like now that's like a shipping center. So like, people they have like some things there. But like the other field next to the airport, they're gonna build another building that's like twice as big. And it's going to be like a stock center. Like they're going to keep stock right here in town.
So are they going to? Do they fly planes into Hollister?
No, not yet.
Prime airplanes.
Bet you it's going to happen. But the thing is Prime Air mostly flies like 757s and stuff. Like we don't have the room.
They have some smaller stuff too. They have 57, 60. They have 67s mainly, but they have some smaller stuff too.
We don't have that. I mean, we have the runway for it, like because those things are pretty light.
You just don't have the facility.
We don't have space for a 757 or 67.
Yeah, because they fly into They have an airport in Stockton. They go to, I think Modesto too. But yeah.
Yeah, Pete. They're gonna have a giant fulfillment center. It's gonna be massive.
Gigante.
Yeah, gigante.
So cool.
So, Garfield, the way I look at it, the Xfly has slightly more scale gear, and some people like the paint job out of the box a little better. The Xfly is going to be a more convenient build.
Good question, Garfield.
There's not as many wires. Like putting the wings on, it's just one pin connectors. Putting the tail on, it's just a one pin connector. And then when you glue the back end on the Xfly, there's just a couple wires with these two big connectors that just plug into the battery floor. But the way I look at it is, they're both around the same price. The free wing's not bad. 95% of people are gonna go for the Xfly, which hey, I would have gotten the Xfly if at the time when I bought my free wing was in stock at RC Castle.
And it was at RC Castle. It was actually cheaper to get the other one.
Yeah, the free wing one was actually a better deal from RC Castle. But the way I look at it is, the Xfly is going to be more convenient. Maybe looks better to some people. But like also, people don't let the lack of wires be a selling point. But like, let it be a selling point, but don't, because like if you've built any free wing plane, like you have the A-10. What running all the wires through the back end's like when you put the back end on.
So I went through and I actually looked at all the specs. There's quite a big difference. The Xfly is actually quite a bit heavier, quite a bit longer. It's actually square as far as the wingspan to fuselage length. It's 3 inches longer on the wingspan and on the length compared to the free wing. It's about 700 grams heavier. It's got way less connections, and the build is much faster. I mean, it's not even a build; it's an RC. I mean, it's foam.
That was an assembly.
Yeah, it's assembly. So there's what I'm saying. The assembly is not that. It's going to be easier on the Xfly, especially if you're going to take it apart when you get to the field.
Yes, which most people are going to have to pull the wings on and off. The Xfly is going to really shine when you're taking it apart.
Yeah,
but no wire.
They're essentially the same plane. I think if anything, the Xfly might fly a little bit better since it's a little bit heavier. And I know for a fact that the Xfly fan is better on amps. And it's
but
fan setup. But they're really close.
That's what I was going to say. The Xfly is going to be better on paper, but like the free wing in terms of the fans and efficiency, dude. If the Xfly is better, that's bonkers. Which it is going to be better. But
it is going to be better. It's going to be a lot quieter, even though the one that you have is already quiet.
They're both going to be really quiet.
Yeah, the Xfly fan. I put the two side by side. The Xfly compared to because what's his name, Andy, has the fan that was in my F-104 is now in Andy's F-35, and that fan is way quieter than what it was originally.
But
good question. Thank you.
The way I'm gonna just put it is once you have them together and in the air, negligible. But
there is one other selling point for the
gyro.
You can get a gyro for nothing extra, which is good. So you have to pay that for the other one, but still, I mean, they're comparable.
Yeah, the way I look at it is, buy what you want.
It's just a matter of preference, whatever you want.
What you want.
They're too close to say one's better than the other. They have their pros and cons for each.
Yeah, price point shouldn't be price point's not a deal breaker.
You do get more for your money for the Xfly, but whatever.
Yeah, Lionel, mine. I ordered it on a Tuesday, and by Friday it had taken off, and I think it had landed. I knew by the following Monday it was for sure in the States, off the airplane. But then it sat for like almost a week, just like waiting to go into customs.
Yeah.
So you're already at like a week and a half, and then it got into customs in LA and sat there for another week. And then, once it left customs, it was another like 3 days. So it took from the time I ordered it to the time I got it was exactly 3 weeks to the day. I ordered on a Tuesday, and 3 weeks later on Tuesday, I got it. So a week from tomorrow is when I got the plane. The day we flew was the day after I got it.
So this is what EQ is asking. The C-47 has these huge servos, and the receiver is powered by a rechargeable 6-volt battery. Can I change this receiver with an Admiral 10 channel with an equal blue gyro? I don't see why not.
Just so it's got the receiver pack, just because you don't want to run, if you've got giant servos, you don't want to run that all through just the receiver, power, because that could be too much. The only thing I can think is the receiver pack, or you can add like a UBEC or something.
Yeah, find a high amp UPEC to run it off that pack you've got. It's always better to have a regulator.
Yeah, I would put a UBEC or another receiver pack, because if it's got huge servos, just running the servos straight through the receiver on top of everything else could be too much for it. What are these nutcases barking at?
Where's your dog barking at? Yarp! Yeah, so if you... I don't know which one you're talking about, EQ, but it could... Technically, the better way to do it is to have a dedicated battery going to a dedicated UBEC. That might be the best thing to do, because then it's like a regulator, and then it works out.
Sorry, yellage is completed.
No worries.
My sister's dog is just mentally out of it and doesn't know what's going on ever.
Oh.
Kind of like me.
Yeah. We both really enjoy flying. Nate's really good at it. Got to give him the credit for that. The older Admirals, I do trust. The newer ones, not so much. All the Admirals made before 2020, yes. All the ones made after, nope.
Yeah, dude, at this point, with newly manufactured receivers from the knockoff companies, I don't trust anything but genuine.
They're all falling apart. I mean, ever since 2020.
Not genuine.
That's when I started having issues with Lemons, was in 2020. So
Lemons, yeah. Admirals, don't buy any of them.
Basically, once the Lemons started going into the Admirals, that's when everything went crazy. So I don't know. But guys, Xfly is definitely something worth looking at. I don't know if you guys saw this. I'm gonna pop this up. Let me see if I can get on the screen.
Yeah, Victor, the old ones are fine.
Go to Banana Hobby. They've got some stuff on there that I don't think anybody's even really taken a look at. Number one, they've already got the the Fox back coming. We all know that. That's one that I plan on getting. But they also have, I'll pull it up on the screen.
Yeah.
And these things are FMS powered. So hold on, let me pull this up so you guys can see. I'm gonna share the screen.
I agree with Dave. What Dave was describing earlier. I agree.
Yeah.
But ugly.
It is ugly, and that's part of the reason why I want it. So let's see here. It's going to look kind of strange here for a second, because I'm going to be doing full screen. But check this thing out. This is actually kind of cool.
Snow Valley? You're not far off.
It's a, I think this might be made by Fly fans too. I don't know.
I saw this thing in Jet Jam.
Did they have it there?
Somebody had it. I don't know who it was. It wasn't nobody I've ever seen before.
Did they fly it?
Yeah.
Because this thing's pretty impressive.
It looks good, but it's just
it has the new FMS 2100 kV. I mean, not 2100, 1900 kV 70 millimeter in there.
Yeah. But the only thing is, it's just like all those size of planes where it does not take off nicely at all.
It just probably jumps in the air.
It just like.
Yeah. So here, check this one out. This is the one that they've got lots of pictures, and it looks really cool.
I think that's the one that guy had, was the one with the skull on the tail.
Yeah. So it has the canards are for pitch only. It's not for roll. But they have the FMS 1900 kV fan in there, which is a good fan. So there's just it's nice having other options. It might even be a QT Models plane. I don't know, but it's a smaller version of what the Free Wing is, and you know it looks good.
Wish somebody else sold it.
Well, I don't know who else is going to sell. I think these are the only guys. I think you can get it from Banggood or AliExpress.
Bang Daddy.
Yeah, but that was kind of surprising. And then you know, of course, they've got Nate's favorite, the MiG-25. That thing actually looks kind of cool too.
Yeah.
The real one is ugly. The real MiG-25 was not a pretty plane. It was purposeful.
Poopygirls.com, Mickey BRC.
Oh, God.
That's Spencer's favorite.
So the real one was ugly, but it was purposeful. But look at this. This plane comes with those lights. The landing lights are there. It comes with the regular navigation lights. Big-ass freaking afterburners like the real one had. They're not actual burners because it's outrunners. But, yeah, so just imagine this thing with some actual burners in it. That's my plan. I get it.
I wish it was bigger.
I do too, but you know what? With all these prices going up and being stupid like they are,
that thing's overpriced.
How? How much was the FMS?
That's okay, if it had like foam, if it had foam quality of the new Horizon or FMS stuff, it'd be worth it. But the foam on that thing does not look good. It looks good, but at the same time, it doesn't up close.
But at the same time, who else is making a MiG-25? So they can't.
What's about
nobody else is doing it. So the foam's not great. I see that. But considering that they're the only one,
somebody else sold it, I might buy it. But
those lights are kind of cool. It's not the best place for them. It's got those cool lights facing forward. But
I wish the landing lights shut off. That'd be cool.
I'm sure you could probably do it.
Well, yeah, you could. But knowing those FMS style companies, they're gonna hide the white wires and make them hard to access.
Yeah, but I like the plane. I think it's cool. It's nice to see another company coming out with something. Is it going to be better than everything? No. Is it going to be, you know, it may not be the top quality like everything else, but so what? It's something different. And the price is not ridiculous. It's $379 right now. That's not asking too much for lights, flaps, retracts, a twin motor. You know,
it's almost like an aero.
Outruns. It is, but granted that it's an outrunner. It's a twin 64 for $380. That's a good deal. If that price goes up, I don't know. We'll see.
It will.
I thought it was cool. I think it's cool.
Everything's gonna go up, dude. It's just gonna continue to go up.
Yeah. So
I mean, it just people. I mean, I don't know. Some people don't want to pay $500 for some planes. And I'm just like,
well, and see, that's just it. It's starting to dip into being a little more expensive than it should be.
Well, yeah, and it's
that's where a lot of people are getting annoyed.
Well, it's not going to go down either. It's just
no. Well, I mean, if people slow down their buying, it could, and I think that's happened already because people are putting other places. People are putting their money other places. So yeah,
drugs are starting to become cheaper.
So let's see, Horizon hoax. But yeah, so there's other stuff out there, guys. I like the Arrows planes. I like the Arrows planes too. I mean, we'll take the other Arrows plane that I was thinking of was the, they've got those. What I really dig those little hand launchers.
That's a good deal. $150 for those little things. That's a good deal.
And the Viper is only $140, which is even more impressive.
I like those things. It's just for me, those just get boring really fast.
Yeah, and if you don't, especially if you don't have someone to fly with, fly
Yeah.
it with. But
Snow
but
Valley.
the thing is, a lot of people are getting priced out of this market now because things are just going way too high. So
Yeah.
Arrows
Snow
is going to
Valley,
start.
they better be on their game this year.
Banana Hobby is going to start picking up a lot of things that people wouldn't normally buy. But I got started with the 50 millimeter jets, and those things you can actually get quite a bit of performance out of them, especially the 4S. Nate's little 4S was hauling ass with the 80 millimeter Hawk. Huh? What'd you say?
I said it bends metal pretty good too.
Yeah, actually, I bent my gear this weekend. I have to bend it back.
Which one?
On the Viper, I was flying it late at night after dark. And
was it the same one that you bent or that I bent?
No, it was the other side. I didn't bend it sideways. I bent the whole thing, so it kind of bent back because it slammed down. I thought it was closer to the ground than I was.
Dude, I know the feeling. You're like, okay, here's the ground. Smack!
Bam!
You're like 5 feet off the ground.
It bounced twice, and I caught it on the last one, so it didn't do the death bounce.
Mike, I got the Hawk on 4S. The thing rips.
Yeah, I think I posted that video. I don't remember. Where you flew yours and I flew my 80 mil.
Dude, if the 64 millimeter F86 had retracts, that thing would be sweet.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't.
But it could be hand launched.
Yeah,
I kind of like
probably what it was meant for.
The 50 millimeter is cool, but the little bit bigger size of the 64, I think, would be because I mean the Hawk's fun, but you know, I've only flown it like twice since I flew it into your Viper.
Yeah,
I brought it to
that wing just bounced right back.
Yeah, it dented a little bit, but dude, it's freaking strong.
So, yeah, no other questions. If there's no other questions, I'll pull that banner down. But
you know what I'm waiting for to come into the U.S. is the racers, FMS racers.
Oh yeah,
the rest of them, because I've got 2. I need them all. Oh, here's more porn.
Oh God,
Joshua Harvey. Hey, at least it's an American name ish. Like you can understand.
Volgfui. There. Hey Joshua, thanks for coming, but you are gone. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Dude, that I can't wait to see what that thing looks like in the air. The F4.
Yeah, it's gonna have a big flying pumpkin. Or is it more? Yours looks a little more red than the other ones.
It's the Great Blumpkin.
Yeah. The twin.
You don't know that's why you didn't laugh.
No, I don't. The twin. The twin Arrowsbirds, I think 389, or one of them's 359.
I'm going to tell you in private chat what it is.
Go ahead. And Scotty Story is a member. Thank you very much, my friend. We got 40 guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. Also, I don't know if you guys. What is it? Oh, you got to. I got to see what you said. So basically, what I'd sent you guys earlier, the girl on the ski trip. Yeah, went to the wrong bathroom and was a little. Oh God!
Chris, I've got the stock tires on my pits.
David Snyder, what's happening? It must be late over there, but I appreciate you coming in.
What's up, man?
So, I also, guys, I do have merch available too. If you haven't seen that yet, I haven't been pushing that much lately, but it's there. I just ordered some new stuff for myself. But take a look if you want some Gooniac swag. But that's there. But so Nate, what else has been going on with you? I know you saw some cool P51 stuff at your airport this weekend.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Shit's usual.
I got Hornets on Friday.
taking my check ride in a month, my PPL check ride. So,
Cool.
Yeah, going out to the field this next month is not going to be as often, just because I've got to, I know how to fly. I know how to fly. Obviously, I did a mock check with my instructor, and I would have passed. But it's just keeping flying and just staying on top of myself.
Keeping proficient. Only way to do that is to do it more often.
Yeah, and actually, I got current in the ASK yesterday. I did 3 pattern toes in the ASK 21 because I want to stay proficient in that, but also I want to get in the groove of glider flying, like get on top of it again. So for like my different landing configurations, like he's gonna pull the power on me in the check ride and like make me do like a gliding approach, and if I'm on top of my glider game, I'll be perfect at it. I'll nail it because the power's pulled on me all the time when I'm flying a glider. As soon as I release from the tow plane, it's like pulling the power. Okay, get down. Oh, T-Cat, that reminds me. I gotta grab the wing. Hold on.
Oh, I did get one from Tim Justin's. Thank you, my friend. I got a PayPal from Tim Justin's. I did get it. Thank you. I didn't see it. It was hidden by the others. Very cool. Thank you. Mickey B, maybe we should do that shirt, but I don't know. But Lyndon Stewart actually asked a good question. What's the maximum lifespan of a LiPo battery? LiPo battery will last as long as you can make use of it, but over time, the internal resistance gets too high for you to start using them at their full potential. So depending on how hard you push them and how well you take care of them, with the way that I use, what the hell is that? With the way that I use my batteries, I usually get full potential 1 to 2 years out of my packs. After that, then they start.
They come to me.
They go to either to Nate or to somebody with a prop plane that's lower amp draw. If you go, because when you get to higher internal resistance, the more amps you pull from them, the higher the voltage drop. Oh, there's the new the wheel pants. Cool, not wheel pants, hubcaps. The more you draw from them, then the higher the voltage drops, the hotter they get, the poofy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So over time, they eventually get to where you can't really draw anything out of them without them heating up. So it takes a while to get there. For me, it's usually about depending on how hard I push them, 2 to 3 years. What the hell is that? Oh, mine. Cool. Full potential without worrying about them getting too hot. And if you're pulling like 100 amps regularly, 1 to 2 years. And if you keep them discharged and only charge them at 1C, don't abuse them, it should be about. So IR is internal resistance. Depends. That looks pretty good. That's for the F-22.
For your F-22.
Nice.
They just kind of hook onto the center hub, and you just put a little foam tack around the edge.
Cool. Yeah, I have new gear that needs to go on mine because I broke one of the wheels. Gear, but the
Finish this question. Talk about that.
Okay, so internal resistance is just. I mean, I don't know what the numbers are anymore. I can't remember what's considered good or bad. But you want them all to be about the same. I don't know if anybody knows what are considered good internal resistance numbers. I don't remember them off the top of my head right now. But high internal resistance just means, just like I said, if you do go like this with your hand very lightly, you don't get any heat. If you start revving harder, you get more heat. So resistance is just difficulty of things going through. So I mean, it's Ohm's law is there too, but whatever. That's too complicated for most people to understand. So over time, so let's just use it like this: a water hose, nothing cramping down anything. Open it up. That's considered perfect water hose. As it gets older, it gets harder and harder for that water to come out easily, and that's what the resistance could be considered. internal resistance. But yeah, it's hard to explain in ways that make sense to people. So that's the inner, and that's the outer. Looks good.
But yeah.
And they don't. Oh, so that's another difference between that and the Xfly. The Xfly has an actual cover for the wheels. That pant.
It's just the gear fairing. Like on the Xfly, the gear fairing just kind of comes out. And
go up like that. Yeah, so it covers it more.
But yeah. So Tom T-Cat RC Creations in here. He was asking me about, since I'm getting this, he's like, hey, can you do some measuring and I'll send you some wheel covers. Thank you, Tom. But he sent me the 3D printed wheel covers for the PJ. I figured since he sent them, I may as well show them off. But yeah, they look really nice. And they
I noticed that too, Mickey B. And you could kind of hear it in the video too. They're a little hard, so they kind of make a little bit of a clap. And sometimes the problem with putting oil on there is that then that won't stop. It just rolls.
Mickey likes when it moans.
Sounds like, yeah, that's basically what it is, Fred Barron. It's exactly that.
Smart checker servo tester is the bet.
It is exactly that with internal resistance, because as you get older, you get internal resistance. But hey, same thing with the battery.
Only on Thursdays, huh, Mickey? Okay. Interesting.
Glad we could help, T-Cat. So I was right. They were the same as the. They were the same.
No, they fit. They fit right on.
Exact same as the Avant.
Yeah, they kind of snap. They like snap onto the center, and then I just on the edge of the wheel cover just put a little bit of foam tack, and I taped them down just to make sure they don't come off. And these things, they're not going to come off. Okay. The airliner, they kind of clipped in on the outer edge, but this one they kind of grip around the center thingy right here.
Cool.
But yeah, they look cool. I like.
So guys, I have this little.
Gonna fly some more tomorrow.
I have a little bearing oil. With a little needle.
Lube?
For stuff like that. I don't take a thing of Vaseline and go. No, that doesn't work. That's just no. The cool thing about the oil that I use too is that it will actually sling it and make it kind of look like the actual grease from the wheels on a real plane over time.
Vaseline.
So, no Vaseline.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple sound systems out there. I don't really recommend any of them. I don't care for the sounds. Mr. RC Sound is one of them, but it's just really heavy and doesn't really work that good.
Bro, dude, it's so it's so bad. Like there was a guy at Jet Jam that had one in a Super Scorpion, and it was just so annoying. Like I think somebody walked up and told him to shut the damn thing off because he was waiting in line to fly, and he had this thing blaring. I just think it's stupid, if you ask me. Like I'm sorry for the people who like it. It's stupid.
For what? The sound systems?
No, who cares?
I don't care for it. I really don't like it.
Exactly, Mickey. You can't be too liberal when applying Vaseline.
Yeah, you can. But whatever.
Nope, no such thing. Oh, here we go. Oh, Speaking of Vaseline.
Vaseline, right on cue. Thanks, whatever the heck your name is.
Dude, this thing. The star and bar is so big on the wing. Oh my god, it looks so awesome.
Bye.
Here is the Great Blumpkin.
The Great what?
The Great Blumpkin.
The Great Flying Lumpkin. That looks good.
Yeah, dude.
And you painted the gear?
Yes. Gear painted white. Wheel wells are painted. Intakes are painted.
Intakes painted. Okay, nice.
Yes. I need a burner for it, though.
They used to blow those things up.
Well, yeah.
Where are you flying?
Huh?
Where are you going to fly?
Where am I going to fly?
You going to fly that at home? Or at,
no, I'm going to Tomcat. I'm going to go to Tomcat for a few hours tomorrow. Because, I'm back on my regular school schedule, but, today and tomorrow are, because I guess there's, some students that are, their first day at school was, today with the online school. So, there's these orientation classes, but if you're a returning student, you just have to go for a 10, and so you're only in there for like 20 minutes.
Mm.
So then, and I have no other classes after that. So,
mystery package from Horizon Hobby. What? I don't know what that is.
Thanks, George.
I don't have a mystery package coming. I'm not that connected with those guys. Pimple nose. What the hell?
Yeah, Fred, exactly. Everything kind of like is like rubs really hard. Like
the chafing strong with those.
Oh, that's anybody, dude. Dude, I understand. Dude, when I was at Jet Jam, the chafing was unreal.
Oh boy.
It actually wasn't that bad. I lost a lot of weight, but
squeaking
every 10 steps you take a really wide step. Loosen things up.
No thanks, or no stanks. Really, in that case, you knew. Oh,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Unfortunately, I do.
Yeah. It's not a single person problem. Everybody's got this problem.
Everybody's got it.
It's funny.
Just wrong. Oh wait, it's something else. Oh, there it is. 10 juice. That's okay. Cool. I got it.
Jesus Christ! Got the sniffles. You have to say that you're strong chafing with you. It is.
With you, it is. So what else is going on? So you got that. I want to hear that FMS in there though, because that should sound really good.
Okay, let's hear it.
Just don't suck anything up in there.
There's no cheater hole.
I know. I'm just saying. Yeah, that FMS has done a good job with their fans. I'd like to find a. I'm thinking about. I'd like to possibly get it.
I flew it very briefly. Like I did like a quick 2-minute flight after I painted it without the decals, just because I wanted to make sure that obviously it still flew fine, which obviously it did. Okay. Let me grab it and run it up. But I flew it a couple times with the FMS 1950 kV, and it was all right. But this is definitely better.
Yeah, no, that puts out more.
This plane flies a little better with some weight under it too.
Right, it's gonna have that little extra.
1950 kind of made it fly too light.
Floaty.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let me plug this sheet in.
I think that same fan in the F-18 would be good too.
Oh yes.
Ooh. Wow, super balanced.
Okay, where am I going to point this where it's not going to blow or anything? I'll point at this box.
EQ, yes, they are outrunners.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Yep, sounds good.
Sounds good. It's got a lot of pull.
You need a burner for that. That's a 40 motor, right? 40 millimeter?
Yeah, it's the 1850.
Okay. I'll get that later.
Yes, Mickey does whine more than Max.
It's got that internal fan too, so it makes that extra noise. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That elevator turbo's got performance anxiety.
What?
It has like a little like it doesn't actually jitter, but it has like a jittering sound to it when there's no air over it. I just say it has performance anxiety. But like as soon as it's some air on it, it stops that little shake. It's done that since I opened the box. People are like, dude, your servo's dying. I'm like, it's done that since I opened the box, and I've flown the airplane over 100 times like that.
Okay.
This ain't the first time the plane's flown. I've flown it so much. I just was kind of like, I was like getting to the board phase, so I'm like, let me just repaint it and make it all new again. And I love this plane. I love the way it flies.
Snow Valley, I haven't seen. I don't think anybody has it yet. So, and I don't know if they even gave demos out for that plane. Ooh. I don't know. Uh-oh, looks like Victor's going the way of the turbine.
Mickey, open Instagram.
What the hell?
What's up, Ryan?
Oh, pilot, right? What's happening?
Mickey, just check your Instagram when you get a second. You'll laugh.
Kentuck's from down there and down south.
Huh?
Lord Yanks and Johans. Kenna was sneezing. Yeah, I think we haven't done any sneezing yet, but I was sneezing earlier. But not a whole lot more going on. On another note, I just wanted to make sure that everybody remember to pre-flight your planes and thoroughly, because had I not done a thorough check with my Murder Hornet this week, I was about to fly it after dark. I mean, not after dark, but after sunset. And had I not done a thorough check like I always do, it would no longer be with us. Because there's the power lead on the UVEC had come loose. So it was touching.
Nah, it's ugly anyway.
So I moved it and it went. I'm like, what the hell? So we're getting a new one. I think that's what happened to the F-22 as well. Probably the power lead getting tired.
Did you? No, whatever.
Jesus, what are you drinking? Drinking diet soda again?
What do you think? I'm drinking Kenny's. I'm drinking Kenny with the Diet Dr Pepper.
Need to get some more of that damn cheer wine.
That's all gone, dude. It's been gone for a long time.
I know it is. My kids drank it all. I got 2 cans. And actually, there was 1 can that was totally emptied. Anyway.
My sister actually drank most of it. I maybe drank 5, and she drank the other 6.
It's actually pretty good. It tastes just like Dr. Pepper or Mr. Pibb, but a little different. But Wild Bill. But what else? What other things happened this weekend plane wise? I think that might have been it. Just and then I had that weird wonky landing with my my Viper, but aside from that, it was about
Big
it.
Sur was on fire.
It
felt like summertime at the airport the past few days. Freaking all day tankers. Big Sur's on fire.
There's a fire at Big Sur. What the hell?
It was a big fire too, because 3 days tankers every.
Is it just a grass fire out in a remote area, or what is it?
It was like just west of the city of Big Sur. So, I mean, I don't know, but I mean, they flew so much to the point where the pilots had to take their mandatory breaks that are 2 hours. Because we had 10 coming in and out. It got to the point where there was a few guys in the pattern practicing engine apps and stuff, and they told them hey, you can do touch and goes, but no emergency stuff. We're stopping on the runway because it was There was never a time when there wasn't a tanker on the ground or coming into land or taking off.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Fred. The worst is when you get the fizzy drink that goes down. What was that movie from? The movie with the giant in it. What was that one called?
The Iron Giant?
No, it was the one where it was like the kids in the orphanage, and there was like this giant. The giant had a name. I think that was the name of the movie, but I forget it. But they had like a scene where they all were like given drinks that like the fizz went down, and they all just started like shitting their pants.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was some movie. I just remember that. I forget the name of it. BFG. That's what it was. Pilot Ryan. Yeah.
It's a movie? I don't know what that one. I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, it was. I saw it in theaters. I mean, I was forced to go, but
I don't know. Ever heard of it? So, Snow Valley. That's where I got the Cheerwine from. The guys from RC Plane Reviewer sent me a case, which was kind of cool. A 12-pack. Very cool of them. But it's kind of expensive since it has to come from clear across the country. I don't know of any stores here that would actually sell it.
it's an East Coast thing, I think. Yeah, I know. If I sound like an idiot, I'm sorry. I don't care.
So, guys, there are some more videos that are going to be going up of me flying with Nate on me flying his PJ, and then me flying formation with him.
Flying my BJ?
No.
I love the people who keep saying, "I'm so excited to when they get the Xfly." Like, I'm so excited to get my BJ.
Oh God.
Yeah. They had to take that B off, man. You're gonna see somebody do BJ69 though.
George Watt, your
Nate tonight.
Your turbines run better with kerosene as opposed to diesel? Or is there a preference that you guys prefer? I mean, I know that there's some that can take whatever kind of fuel.
No, sir, Jono. Not reserved.
And we don't need to go forever tonight because I still got stuff to do. I got a whole bunch of burners to get done. Still, that's true. That's one thing I wanted to show you guys too, because I'm noticing that everybody's trying to make it seem like, oh well, I'm so and so kind of engineer, and I've done all this testing and blah blah blah, and how our design isn't bad enough and isn't affecting thrust at all. What the frick ever? Hold on a second. Let me show you this real quick.
Here we go.
What is it?
No, I'm just laughing. I know when you say this, I know it's coming.
Tired of the BS. Hold on. Be right back. I gotta get I got my table of all my stuff out here, but I'm just gonna grab one so you guys can see. I'll grab two different ones so you can see.
You waiting for one of the factory girls to come over to the States, Paul? Is that what you mean when you want Xfly to give you your BJ? Yeah, Mickey B. Jet A. Perks of getting easy access to an airport. Mickey goes in the middle of the night and he sumps the fuel out of the Jet Ranger because he ain't gonna pay for that shit. Just grab that fuel sump and just sump the gas out of the Jet Ranger. The guy who's flying it the next day, say the guy before him didn't put the fuel in it, and just somehow he flew it to empty tanks. Right, Mickey? Why pay for it? A BJ's a BJ with the lights out. Okay, Paul. $20 is $20, huh?
What did I miss?
a BJ's a BJ with the lights out.
Oh Jesus! So, guys, I'll put the website up there again for my burner so y'all can see. But don't let anybody tell you that it doesn't matter what's behind the fan or what's there in the fan. It's all going to do the same thing. No, it's not. Don't buy that crap. So this is the adapters. These are the adapters that I use. A friend of mine named Chris helps me with these. He makes these. He designed them. They're not only strong, but they are aerodynamic. So there's no actual burner in here right now. But the burner is not flat. Whenever there's a flat spot in the airstream, it creates turbulence, which creates drag. So if you have something that's rounded off, I'm not going to do it because Nate's going to get dirty. Something's rounded off. I mean, there's something there that's rounded off. It actually prevents that turbulence because the air gets down there, and instead of doing this, it just slides off. So the way that these are made, they don't obstruct anything. They get in the airstream. They actually help things out. So this is the most popular one right now. This is for a 70 millimeter Eflite F16 or any of the FMS 28 millimeter motors.
Yeah, I'm not the one getting dirty right now.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Thanks for the clarification.
And the ones that are flat are the problematic ones.
Exactly, that's true. You're right. The flat ones are the ones that always give us the problem.
If you don't get the one that's rounded off, in Paul's aspect, if you get a flat one, it's no good, man.
No good. So I'll show you a couple different ones. So this is the 36 millimeter. This is the one for either the free wing. So GB for the free wing. Of course, GB shows up now. One for the free wing or for any of the 36 millimeter. But these are rounded, and these are done in a way that will not. They will actually, in a lot of cases, help thrust. So,
is butt cheeks one word, or do you spread them apart, Paul?
Oh God, am I gonna have to mute your ass? I'm trying to talk about shit here. So,
group chat is coming to the stream chat.
This is the 36 millimeter. Now let's get to the other one. I think I actually have one. I'm gonna go grab it.
No, GB, it was funny because as soon as the butt cheeks came up, you said hi. Mickey, that's funny. Booty.
So let me get the camera back. The ones that are probably some of the coolest are made by Raven Rock, and these guys are really cool. This is for the free wing Outrunners, and these actually look just like the stock ones, but they're made out of a better material and they have better cooling. And as you can see, no flat spots. They're rounded off, and they work really good. No issues with cooling. This is for an 80. This is for the 9-blade 80 millimeter. This is the regular 80 millimeter Outrunners. These aren't selling as much as they used to. But they do for F-18, F-14s, but a lot of people have switched to this, which is the Inrunner. But I still do make them for the Outrunners.
Mickey, you're not the only one, dude.
None of the other people out there right now make stuff that's aerodynamic. Everybody else just says, "Oh, it doesn't matter. Just put it on there. It works fine." No. I've actually seen people pull others out and stomp them on the ground because their plane never flew so slow. And they never did that with mine.
I've seen other people blow out of the back, too.
Seen them blow out the butt. Ba-boom. So,
hate when it blows out the butt.
You've got to pay attention to the way they're made. See, this is actually, there's a lot of attention to detail here.
Like Spencer's video.
These are, shush. These are not going to slow your plane down there. And it's, especially in Max's case, he noticed that his MiG-29 actually flew better and seemed like it was faster. So here's the FMS 32 millimeter for the Xfly or the FMS for the 80 millimeter. But the key to it, this is an older LED. This is what the competitors are still using. The older LEDs. They don't know which ones I use now, which are much brighter and work way better. So That's old. My stuff's new, and it's aerodynamic, and it worked good. So, and the term "fiery booty" was formed. Yes, I think it was. I forget.
That was Ken.
It was Ken Lung, right?
Ken with his venom. He's like, "That's a fiery booty."
That's what I thought. I thought it was him. But yeah, so do not be fooled. Don't let people, especially people that are supposedly engineers, tell you that, oh, I haven't noticed a difference. Just because you don't notice a difference doesn't mean they're
God, and we got Russian porn.
Russian porn again.
VOR red.
Go away.
Double porn.
Go away.
Who are these?
They just show up, and I don't know
It's
how.
not roundy. It's bubbly. Oh wait, that's after. No, it's bubbly. It's bubbly.
Okay. Gotta get rid of them people. They gots to go.
Oh yeah. It is bubbly. It is bubbly. Oh yes.
So that one too needs to go away. No, not that one.
Oh jeez.
All gone. So anyway.
Bro, this OV10 looks so cool. Painting the props on that OV10 just made it look 10 times better.
What did you change them to?
You just painted them silver.
Oh, you painted them. I think you said change.
No, and I rebalanced them, dude. They look sweet.
Okay,
and I
cool.
painted the gear white. We all hope we don't get hemorrhoids.
You don't want that kind of fiery booty. You do want it on your RC plane, but you don't want it in person.
We don't want hemorrhoids.
It's very uncomfortable.
Taco Bell.
Or seafood. It's the wrong kind of seafood.
That's a fiery booty and a fiery mouth.
Yeah. Paul McNeil, yeah, thank you for. There's a flyover that I missed. There was, I did get the C-17, which is British. The British are Royal Air Force. There's also a C-130 that came in on Thursday, and of course I missed it. But it was a Royal Air Force, which has a special little probe sticking out in the front, which makes it look cool. And they always make them look really old.
Jesus, Paul. Holy crap. He's got a warning that says wind chill of -50.
No thanks.
Big Chris, I really like it. It kind of surprised me. It's always looked cool to me, and I've wanted the flight line for a while, and the opportunity presented itself, and I was like, screw it. So I bought it, and it actually is really impressive. It flies really nice. It's fun to fly, in any condition. Like, if it's calm, you can do nice scale flying, and if it's really windy, you can have fun.
-16. Hell no. -16. Hell no.
It just flies really nice. I really like it. It's not overpowered by any means. Like, it's got adequate power. Like, it's pretty, scale power, but it's just really fun. It definitely impressed me. I'm flying it a lot more than I thought I would, to the point where I've done so much detail work, like, the papa dotting, airbrushing, like weathering, painted the props the right color. I balanced them, by the way, so they sound fine. Painted the gear, painted the light covers the right color. Even the wingtip lights, I painted the covers like all red instead of just leaving it green. And yeah, it just looks so badass. I'd get it big, Chris. Putting the main, huh?
He's saying don't get a King Tech if you don't want to.
Oh yeah, that guy with the Bronco, I'll tell you.
That was bad. That was bad.
Yeah, he could have totally saved that.
There was no way to save it. No way. Oh my God, another one? What the heck?
He could have totally saved that. He had plenty of airspeed to hold it off longer and pull the gear up. But I mean, you can say all, but being there in the moment, I understand. Because like when I crashed the MiG, everybody's like, "Why didn't you turn the gyro off?" And I'm like, "Dude, I had no time to think."
It's too fast.
Before I realized it literally from takeoff to impact was not even 3 seconds. Like it was like, I was like,
Every now and then you get lucky enough to be able to think fast enough, but most of the time you can't. You don't even realize what's actually going on.
And by the time I would have figured out how to turn the gyro off, it was inverted, like at the ground at a 45-degree angle. Even if I did hit the gyro switch, it was gone anyway.
Yeah, and the problem is with those turboprops is that once they start spinning, it's hard to get them to slow down. So
yeah, I mean, I like the fact that he pulled the power and tried to land straight, but
there's no getting out of it. It's going to go in regardless.
It's one of those things where we can say all we want, but being there, it's the crashes where they could have saved it, and that for a fact that it's like, okay, come on, but that happens so fast. I mean, you can't blame the guy, but hey, it's all good. It happens.
All right, so we still got 32 people, so we'll keep going. I'll start slowing down once it gets down below 25. But I've been thinking about fiery booties for turbines too. We just got to figure out a way to do it that would actually make sense. It's just hard to do with all that heat.
You need to take your LEDs, and how you can unroll. You need to put a ring, make a ring that goes around like those.
But that's unrealistic. Afterburners don't work that way. They work from the inside out. Huh?
How are you going to do that, though? How are you going to put an LED?
There has to be a way, and I'm sure that there will be a way to figure out eventually. But
dude, I should buy the Xfly J65 and then make this PJ just a total beater. Put burners in it. Freaking put your face on the side of it. I like the PJ though. Yeah, I don't know. But dude, you know what I should do? I should get the Xfly and we should compare them.
Oh, I'm thinking about it because I know I do. Big Chris, that's a good question.
Oh, you ain't gonna be able to fit that shit in your car.
No, I won't, and that's the problem. I want to be able to take one or two planes. Actually, I could take one.
And it's not that plane's awesome, but the way it flies, it's not worth ditching your 5 planes you usually bring.
No. Although I do need to mix it up.
You only be able to bring that and maybe 2 smaller planes.
No, don't pull up no politics in here, please. Please don't do that. That's the last thing I want started in here. Need to make okay. So Chris put that up. That's actually really good. Needs to make his F-16 faster. Okay. There's 2 things you can do. One of which is you can get the Xfly, and it drops right in. That will help. Or you could get the FMS 1900 kV and put that one in, and that will help. But or they do the ADAS, which is ridiculous. That's just too much.
Yeah, they ran ADAS on the 1850.
Yeah, it'll do it. But you got to spend how much for the damn ESC? It doesn't make sense.
But they did that in the cold too. If they did that in the heat, I'm sure it would blow something up.
Yeah, it wouldn't last. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. No. So
dangerously cold wind chills. Wind chills are as low as 50 below zero for portions of central, north central, northwest, and west central Minnesota, and northeast and southeast North Dakota.
George Watts, I've been working on it, and incognito. I'm still trying to do stuff, figuring out. I'm still working on stuff with the warbirds too.
Yeah,
just find things that actually work better. So, Big Chris, you've already got the Xfly. Another thing to consider too is that the F-16s do not have good intake, so it's hard to get them.
That's why it's got a cheese grate all over it.
Yeah, it's hard to get them to go faster because they've got a cheater hole. And then on top of that, they don't have much intake area. Big Chris, if it's not going faster with the Xfly, the 1900 is not going to go faster because the Xfly is better than the 1900. So it's not going to help. Oh, although I'll take that back. If you have the older, original motor, original fan, if you can find a 1900 kV motor and put in with that original fan,
that's what I was going to say. Do your Frankenstein.
That will make it faster because my baby Fate is stupid fast right now using that setup. That old ugly plane does easily 130 now. It screams because we radared it at 126 and it was at the end of the battery. So there's no way that it wouldn't be doing 130 as it is right now. So it's the original fan, and the original 1850 motor. Take that motor out and put in the 1900 kV motor, because it will fit. You don't have to change anything else. You just have to rebalance the fan. But that's what I did in my F-18. I did it on accident because I kept breaking stuff. So I just had to work with what I had, and I put it in that F-18, and it made a huge difference. The flight times, because I like to fly harder now, went up a little bit. But it didn't really change much. Joe, no, it's a funny way to put it. But let's get that out of there.
I'm trying to think.
What?
Well, so Mickey, Mickey's thing popped up, and I was just thinking. So like he did those wigwag lights on the PJ with the Dave's RC controller, like the light setup. So the FMS Hawk has that controller where the lights will alternate. But I'm just trying to think if I plug the landing lights into that controller and then plug the controller into the takeoff light port on the Freewing Blue box, where when the gear go up they shut off. I'm wondering if it'll shut the controller off. I don't think it will.
I don't think it does.
Because you
could use the wigwag light from the but you have to use the Hawk. Do they even sell that in replacement parts?
No, but I'm just thinking like if I plug it into the Hawk controller and then plug the controller into like the landing light port, if when the gear go up, it'll shut that like. Because I don't know if it's something with the LEDs or when the gear goes up, it takes power from that port. Like I don't know how it works.
Either. I don't know.
Because if it takes power from that port that's being used, which I don't know, man. I just have to try it. That's just it. I'd have to try it. Because I've got a Hawk, but I mean, I can do it like the Viper. I can just unplug. I can take the controller out and just leave those lights on top, just always on. But I don't know. I don't know anybody that's got a wrecked one.
I don't know either. Well, I mean, unless Rudy killed his.
Well, there you go.
But I haven't seen Rudy. Rudy's working again, so he won't be out as much. Damn it, let's see. No, they don't sell the motor by itself.
But even if he kills it, dude, he'll just put it back together.
Yeah. Yeah, but Chris, I don't see that they sell that motor even by itself anymore. I don't know where you can get it.
Lyndon, the SU-30 is I loved that plane. It just was a little piggy with the stock setup, but I've flown one with the upgraded FMS 1900 kV with that integrated, rotor design where the rotor's further in. I flew a buddy's and it's much better. It makes the plane more fun. But hey, if you want an SU-30, you better get it because once they sell out that stock, it's gone.
That's it.
So if you want it, get it because it ain't gonna be around much longer.
I'm trying to see. So you can't just get the 1900 kV motor by itself anymore. Used to be able to just get the motor.
Yeah, but Mickey, I've flown it with like those new FMS fans, and with the stock setup, it was like you take off and you'd have to be full throttle for a lap. With that FMS, you saw me, right? Like I took off and I pulled the throttle back. Yeah, I pulled the throttle back, and it was like, damn. And I was on a hot day too. On a cold day, the thing rocked like a beast. Yep. That was in the dead of summer. It was hot as shit.
40. Dang it, no, I can't find. They used to have the 1900 kV motor by itself. And if you want one, Chris, get a hold of me offline. I think I've got one. Just changing that motor alone by itself. It can be a bit of a pig just when you take off. If you just have to know how to deal with it.
No. If you knew how to fly it, it was fine. But having that extra power with the upgraded fans is definitely not bad. It's fun. It's nice. It just made it punch out a high alpha nicer.
Yep.
No, but I loved the way that plane flew, and I sold it to Max only because the Freeway MiG-29 came out, and I wasn't going to be able to fit both. I wouldn't say that GB. It doesn't fly like a dump truck, but it definitely is not as snappy as some others.
Yeah, it's not. It's going to take you a lap to get up to speed, and then you're good.
Well, you know how to. You need to know how to manage your airspeed and your energy.
Because once you build energy, it holds up.
That's most planes.
The stock is a 2860.
2860, 1850.
1850. So the one I'm talking about, I have a couple of them.
I've got one. I can tell you what it is.
Yeah. The new one's a 3060. And believe it or not, that little bit of a difference helps a lot.
Yeah, I've got one from an original FMS Avanti. Yeah, 2860, 1850 kV.
Yeah. So the new one is 3060, and it's 1900.
Yes. And it's the rotor's further in the housing, so it's going to be quieter and more efficient.
Yeah, that's if you use the whole thing. But see, the way that I did it, I used all that old hardware from the old one, from the 1850. I just put the 3060 in its place. And that actually works really good. But I'm sure that the other one would work better if you use that same rotor in the newer housing, because it sits further back. But yeah. The thing about the SU-30 is that it's got all that fan and that one big battery. So, and there's not much room to adjust the CG. And the thing has weight in it. So if you take some of that weight out and move things around, it actually could be a little
What the hell, Mickey? What the hell is that? It's random. It's very random, but okay.
Jonah, the MiG-21 is an amazing plane. It's one of the best flying planes that they make.
Oh yeah, dude, that thing was fun at the basketball court. He got so much footage that day, but I did multiple laps. I think I did not a figure eight, but like I went through and then I did a turn and went back through the backside of those hoops. Like I was high alphaing through the hoops, and that was with the 9-blade, dude. Like it was like dodgy with the punch out. Now I've got an FMS in it, so it's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Mickey. That was just very random. Huh?
The FMS in that plane works really good. The Xfly was good too, but I think the FMS is better all around. Especially 2000.
Dude, I bet you if I put a 2100 in that Sirius, it would make it better.
They could.
Just because it's going to be more efficient. See you,
George. Watson. We're probably going to call it a night here pretty soon too. I still got 31 people, but we need to.
I might go run to the gas station. I need to fill my car up, go to the field.
I can fill mine up too, but I think I'll do that in the morning.
Yeah, I don't plan to wake up early tomorrow, so I'll be up at like 8. But I'm gonna go out to the field, and I don't know what time I'll get there. But if I get there around 11ish, I'll probably leave by like 2. I just want to fly the F4 mainly and get some more flights on the PJ. I don't want to stay all day. I'll leave like right as the traffic, like right before the traffic starts.
Yeah. Dang it.
Just gonna bring the F4, the Viper, and the PJ. That's it.
Do you have controllers already? The burner controllers?
For the F4?
For the one that needs it.
F4. The F4, yeah, it's already got a controller. She needs a 40mm burner because they changed the fan.
I'll do that. You just need an adapter.
18. For the 1850.
Yeah.
Big 40mm motor.
That's what I've got in my F-15. I should put it in my F-22, see how that works.
Cool, Mickey.
Paul Ballard, the Su-30 is a heavy plane, and heavy planes require a slightly different flying style. So
yeah, you can't muscle it right away.
You have to adjust the way you fly.
Ooh. I think FMS is teasing us.
With what?
They posted pictures of full-scale Rafales in multiple different paint schemes.
Where?
On their Instagram. It looks like they might be changing their paint scheme to like something else people could choose.
They've been listening because people have been saying that. So,
because the yellow is cool, but not for everybody.
They
posted 5 different paint jobs, and they all look sweet. I like the second one. What is that on the tail?
So, Instagram.
Like the FMS model 2007 Instagram page.
Let's see what they do.
Oh, never mind. It's just I think it's a. I see something about a contest. I think it's maybe like custom revolves or something.
Yeah, but they have been talking about. Well, I mean that would make sense.
I don't mind the look of the revolve stock. I think it looks cool.
Oh, I see it. They have the picture of the original French one. There are a couple of countries that have them. India has it. The Rafale. Who else? Oh, they're talking about the paint scheme from the 64. That's an old one.
Looks like Ryan got some Viper 90s in his shop. That's nice.
Yeah.
Dude, he posted a reel, and Bobby with the J65, and freaking Bobby was doing nose high taxi testing, and then it freaking popped off the ground, and then like he was in the air for like 2 seconds.
Oops.
That was freaking funny. Yeah, see, look.
Oops.
This is Bobby for you.
Oh, this is out in front of something?
Watch what he does.
Why?
He's like popping the nose up on taxi, but look, it gets airborne.
Airborne. Wow.
And he Christianizes the wingtip before it's even been to the field.
Oops.
That's funny. Bobby's a madman.
All right, Tim. Have a good night. Oh, let me turn my camera back on.
I copy. Bobby's a fun guy. He's even better in person.
But guys, I'm gonna get going. I'm getting tired. It is. I've currently been going for an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, the wheels got really quiet because they was off the ground. That was a good save though. Once it got out of ground effect, it got weird.
I think he anticipated that happening, so he was ready.
Possibly, maybe.
I did that once, dude. Remember that old timer that guy Brian sold me, the one that wanted to shoot the plane out of this guy. I couldn't fly it that day at the field, and I didn't want to fly that at my old house just because how big it was, and I was taxi testing it, and I was getting it to the in my old parking lot, and I was getting it to the point where I was flying it back and forth. Like I would get it up, fly it, and then land it, and then just do that. Like I did that for like 20 minutes, just jumps, hops, like bunny hops. And then I took it to the school and flew it, and then folded the wing.
Oops.
Those things are great for going slow, but they don't do loops for a while.
Nope. You couldn't.
That's exactly what happened.
I think it was mainly a free flight plane, or.
Well, they did competitions with them, but they didn't build them for Nate flying.
But anyway, people, I am getting tired, and it's been going for a while. Keep in mind, though, I am going to put up another level for the memberships because I want to get more people interactive on here. So we get people that members. We can.
I don't even know why I do, but.
Well, but I appreciate you doing it. Make a membership level where people will be on the page. So actually be on the live stream. So it gives me a chance to interact with people in person instead of just typing through chat. But I'm gonna get going, y'all.
Well, I agree. We need to do a Zoom. Just because
I would if I didn't have crap to do. I still got things to do once I'm done here. So
I'm feeling zoomy tonight. I feel zoomy all the time, dude. Like I like the Zooms. Those just.
So if you do it, just post it in the chat. But I'm gonna get going, y'all. Thanks to everyone for being here. Thanks for people that joined today, and thanks for all the thumbs up and likes and whatever. And don't forget, I got merchandise too. Y'all go buy some of my stuff. Be cool.
Hit the thumbs down twice.
I got everybody else's stuff, but how many people have mine? Anyway,
the only piece of Gooniac merch I had got too small, so I used it for painting. Now it's got paint all over it.
Okay, well, got too small. Jesus, stop growing.
I can't help that. I can help. I can help this kind of growth. I can't help this kind of growth.
It was you actually outgrew it. Oh, you've had it years, so I guess it makes sense.
I had it a few years, yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm gone. Have a good night.
See ya.
Later. Click the like button, please.
Click the dislike twice.
Dislike twice, as always. All right, guys. See you later. I'll see you guys on the other channels throughout the week. And more videos coming. All right. Bye.
PJ50 rocks.